There's a difference between the word no and the word never. One closes a door, the other locks it forever. But what if I told you that most of the doors you think are locked were only ever closed? This is the story of a man who refused to believe that no meant the end. A man who turned rejection into fuel, who turned failure into foundation, and who, against all odds, proved that sometimes life doesn't say no. It just says not yet. His name was Daniel, and for as long as he could remember, he had dreamed of becoming a filmmaker. As a child, he would watch movies until his eyes burned from the screen's glow, studying every frame, every cut, every moment of emotion captured on film. He didn't come from money. He didn't have connections. He didn't even have a camera. But he had something else. Vision. At 17, he saved every dollar from working at a small cafe. For 2 years, he collected pennies and hope in equal measure. Finally, he bought his first camera, second-hand, scratched, but to him, it was magic. He spent nights filming everything: the rain on windows, the laughter of strangers, the quiet moments people forget to notice. He applied to film school, the best one he could find, and he waited. Months passed. Then the letter came. "We regret to inform you." He didn't finish reading it. He already knew. The rejection didn't just sting. It burned. Daniel had poured everything into that application: his portfolio, his dreams, his entire sense of self-worth. And they said no. So he tried again the next year. Different school, same dream, another no, then another, and another. 5 schools, 5 rejections. His friends started to worry. His parents started to question. And Daniel started to doubt. Maybe he wasn't good enough. Maybe dreams were just stories people told themselves before they gave up. He took the camera off the shelf, less and less. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The cafe shifts became longer. The dreams became quieter. One night, sitting alone in his small apartment, he held the rejection letters in his hands. 5 pieces of paper, 5 different ways of saying the same thing. "You're not what we're looking for." He thought about throwing the camera away, selling it, moving on. After all, isn't that what grown-ups do? Accept reality. But then, something inside him stirred. A small voice, quiet, stubborn, it whispered. Not yet. Daniel couldn't explain why, but those 2 words changed everything. Not yet wasn't a yes, but it wasn't a never either. It was space, it was time, it was possibility. So he made a decision. If no one would teach him, he would teach himself. If no one would give him a chance, he would create his own. He started small. He filmed a short story, 3 minutes long, about a woman who plants a garden in the middle of a city. It wasn't perfect. The lighting was off. The sound was rough, but it was his. He posted it online, not expecting much. 200 views, then 1,000, then 50,000. People commented. They messaged him. They said it made them feel something. One comment stayed with him. "This is beautiful. Who are you?" He didn't have an answer yet, but he was starting to find one. Daniel kept creating. He filmed every weekend. He studied films frame by frame at night. He learned editing software through tutorials. He failed, adjusted, failed again, and improved. A year later, he made another short film, then another. One of them got into a small festival. Not a big one, just a local screening. But when his film played in that tiny theater, and he heard the audience laugh, gasp, and applaud. He realized something. He didn't need their permission to be a filmmaker. He already was one. The schools didn't reject him because he wasn't good enough. They rejected a version of him that no longer existed. 3 years after the first rejection, Daniel submitted a film to a major festival. Not because he thought he'd win, but because he had something to say, and he finally knew how to say it. His film was about rejection, about closed doors, about the space between no and never. It was personal, raw, real, and it won, not the grand prize, but an emerging filmmaker award. Suddenly, the emails came. Opportunities, collaborations, an offer to direct a small indie project. The same schools that once rejected him now invited him to speak to their students. He stood in front of those classrooms, looked at the faces filled with the same hunger he once had, and told them the truth. Rejection doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're not ready yet. And that yet is where the magic happens. He showed them his old rejection letters. He kept them framed in his office, not as trophies of pain, but as reminders of persistence. "These letters don't define me," he said. "They refined me. Life will tell you no more times than you can count. Doors will close, dreams will feel distant, people will doubt you. But here's the truth they don't tell you in those rejection letters. No is not a destination. It's a detour. It's life saying, not this way, not right now. But keep going." The difference between those who succeed and those who surrender isn't talent. It's not luck. It's the refusal to let no become never. Daniel didn't become a filmmaker because he was the best. He became one because he didn't stop when they said he wasn't. So if you're holding a rejection letter, literal or metaphorical, today, don't throw it away. Keep it. Let it remind you that you're still in the story, that the door isn't locked. It's just closed. And all you have to do is knock again. Life said no, but you say, not yet, and you keep creating, keep trying, keep becoming, because the best stories aren't about people who never heard no. They're about people who heard it and kept going anyway.